Hi, my name is Abby Dunkin. I had the absolute honor of a lifetime representing Team USA in the sport of wheelchair basketball. I competed representing Team USA between the years of 2015 and 2020. And during that time, I had the ability to compete at the 2016 Rio Paralympic Games and be part of a gold medal winning team, which was pretty cool. And during that time, I was able to travel the world and learn different cultures and people and perspectives and views while all playing just a game of basketball. So retirement in sport is never an easy thing. No matter your sport, no matter your age, and no matter how many years of dedication that you've given to your sport, it's not an easy thing. For me, I retired during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. So retirement from sport plus a global pandemic, you put those two things together, it's not a great mix. But I knew two things. I knew one, I knew how to work out, and two, I knew how to compete. So in my mind, I try to picture where can I apply those two things in a life after sport. And for me at that time, it was becoming a personal trainer. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, I studied, I became a strength coach, and I worked in gyms helping my clients be their best self. But I knew in the back of my mind, even though as much as I loved it, there was something bigger out there for me. And that's when I made my first connection with those at Athlete Career Transition. And the very first company that was referred to me was EY. And EY offers an amazing athletes program to help those athletes transition from sport to their next chapter of life. And so almost 3 years later now, I am a senior risk consultant in our financial services risk management practice here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Absolutely love it. I love the teams I get to work with on a daily basis. And it's a total 180 from my college degree, which is sports management or kinesiology. So it's been a huge learning curve, but an absolute amazing learning curve. And my life has forever been changed by those at ACT and the Athlete Career Program at EY. The hardest thing about retiring is there is no one to teach you how to retire. There is no guidebook, there is no how-to, there is no, helpful brochure on how to retire. And it's so different for everyone, and it varies from person to person. So it is so important to find your people in your corner that truly care about your well-being and your future. And I found those connections at Athlete Career Transition and at EY within the athletes program. So I think two things really stood out to me and I've really, I've harnessed from being an athlete. One is obviously being able to work with the team and collaboration. It's why I played a sport like basketball, because it is team atmosphere. I'm holding my teammates accountable just like they're holding me accountable. And second, not only, being an athlete, but also a Paralympian and the events that led me to be a Paralympian. And that is the ability to adapt. And adapt quickly to situations. Sometimes, we face obstacles or adversity, and 99% of the time, I have no earthly idea how I'm going to get through that. But what I do know is that I have put myself with really, really good teams that have my back, that because of that, I will get through those obstacles and those adversities to achieve our common goal. So teaming and adaptability are the two biggest things that I have contributed from being an athlete and transcribing that to the workplace. It's already a hard enough thing to find a job with a company that truly cares about your well-being and that you truly believe in. You can send out, 100 resumes to various companies and organizations, and 99 of them could come back and say no. But all it takes is one. It takes one person to believe in you, and it takes one opportunity to say yes. And for me, that yes was Athlete Career Transition. And my biggest piece of advice for athletes that are looking to retire would be to network. Connect with athletes that have already gone through the retirement process and that have now transitioned or are transitioning into their next chapter of life. And don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid to connect with, other athletes on LinkedIn or social media or different events in person. And be upfront, ask them the questions, because you never know, that one question or that one connection could be your opportunity for a yes that may lead to something bigger down the road. What I appreciated most about ACT was their transparency and their ability to be upfront. They address all of my comments, questions, concerns, my feelings of uncertainty quickly went away with every conversation I had with them. And I knew for a fact that they were there every step of the way and that they genuinely cared about my well-being and my future. I would absolutely 100% without a doubt recommend ACT to every and any athlete that is looking to retire or in the back of their head starting to think about it and kind of, look at what life may look like after sport. ACT has absolutely changed my life, and I know has changed the lives of so many other athletes when it comes to life after sport. And even now in conversations I have with athletes and even other colleagues at my current company, ACT is one of the first things that comes out of my mouth, and how I was able to transition from being an active athlete to now being a peer in the workplace.